What's up, everybody, and welcome to episode 300 of Team Chat Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Jarrett Wilson, joined to my right by Rachel Mogan.
Happy 300, everyone.
It's incredible.
It's pretty amazing.
It's pretty amazing. Like, you know, we started the show, almost 8 years? 2015 is when it started.
We started in 2015?
Yeah, November of 2015. And honestly, at that point, did you think we would have hit 300 episodes?
No.
Neither did I.
I thought that first of all, when we first started the podcast, I didn't have a good understanding of what a podcast was. Mm-hmm. My understanding from Zach, and he never really explained it, so I guess it was just sort of my assumption, was that it would be like a one-time thing. So
he was asking you to be just a guest.
That's kind of what I thought was happening. I was like, oh, so this is just going to be like a little recorded sit down or whatever, because I wasn't into podcasts.
Right.
So I really just didn't understand what the premise was. And then we had the meeting with you, and you and Zach were talking, and I was starting to understand the scope of things.
This is a bigger commitment than what I realized.
Part of me was like, oh.
You could have backed out if you wanted to.
But I was like, but it seems fun. This guy seems all right.
Give it a try.
You. And I was like, well, you know, I probably need friends and a hobby. So.
Because at that point, how long had you lived in Austin?
I was on year 2.
Oh, okay.
But I had only known Zach barely.
Yeah, see, that was the confusion that I got. See, those actually worked out really well that Zach was a little bit more on the vague side. For those of you who don't know, Zach, when we first started the show, we did have three hosts, me, Mogan, and then our friend Zach. And he talked to me about you being like, I've got this friend Mogan. She's a big gamer. I think she'd be great for this. And I was like, oh yeah, sure. Assuming that he had known you for years, how he was talking about.
We barely knew each other.
We do like the big meetup. And I still think like we'd done the show for maybe like 2-3 years. Yeah. And then we were talking about it and you mentioned that you only knew him for like a hot minute. I was like, wait, what? Crazy times.
It's crazy. And I mean, I wouldn't even have met Zach if my BFF's sister hadn't happened to have been in town. Because Glenda doesn't even live here, but her sister Amy came to visit their mom, and Amy knew Mike, and Mike knew Zach. And just throughout the course of the day, we kind of drove around and continued accumulating more people.
That's hilarious.
And one of those people was Zach. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? So it was just so happenstance.
It really is.
It was just like a series of dominoes that if even one of them hadn't fallen in the right way, this never would have happened.
Never would have happened. And none of you would be here to listen to new episodes of Team Chat Podcast when they come out on Thursdays. Which, hey, today's Thursday. This works out really well. So, hey, welcome. New episodes of Team Chat Podcast do come out on Thursday. You can listen to those on podcast services around the World Wide Web, such as Apple Podcasts. Google Podcasts is actually going away, I saw. So I think I'm going to have to change up my spiel a little bit there and say instead, you know what, it's out there on the internet. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, you can find it, such as Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and other places. You can also watch a video version of each episode over on our YouTube channel. Links for all that are in the description below. And you can also find us on the social media at Facebook Threads.
Because
we're threaders now.
We've officially given up on shitter, so we're not doing that anymore.
So you got Threads, Instagram, and you can also join our Discord server where we have a lot of great fun talking about games and other non-gaming related things. Great meme content, all that good stuff going on down in our Discord. It's a killer meme.
Staying with the meme.
Fantastic. A good laugh all the time. So go check out all that stuff. Links for all that are in the description. Yeah, I think they're in the description below if you're watching here on Twitch. WTF is Threads? What the fuck is Threads? It is Threads.
Yeah,
the social media,
Andrew.
Competitor to Twitter or X. Sorry. So,
I'm still going to call it Twitter. I'll never call it X. Yeah. Over my
cold dead body. Don't give him the benefit of calling it X.
Absolutely
it's stupid.
First of all, eventually he's going to die, and whoever inherits Twitter is going to do a whole new Coca-Cola rebranding where they're going to go back to Coke Classic, and they're going to make it
Crystal Pepsi.
They're going to do Twitter Classic, and it's just going to be classic Twitter again. I'm quote me on that.
Oh man, I guarantee you.
Retweet me on that.
It's something's going to happen. It's not going to be his name. That'll be a great day. But if you want to help make the show bigger and better, you can also check out our Patreon page at patreon.com/teamchatpodcast, where a lot of great folks have supported the show, such as Super Saiyan Ace, Erica L, Elise F, Zach S, Susan M, James K, Michael B, Andrew M, Michael S, and Brandon W have done. They've gone over there, and in return for giving their as little as $1 a month, in return we give you cool perks like getting the episodes early before its general Thursday release, access to a private channel on our Discord server, the Rogues Gallery, and a lot of extra goodies along the way, such as some extra special emotes and different things like that. Hold on, we'll get to that a little bit. Not quite yet. Or not quite to that perk yet.
Okay,
not quite there. We're gonna sit on that one for just a little bit longer, and then. But if you can't do that, that's no big deal at all. We totally understand. But there are other great free ways that you can support the show, such as telling your friends, writing us reviews, subscribing wherever you listen to or watch the show. All that good stuff gets the word of Team Chat Podcast out to the masses. And for that, we are eternally grateful. And we love each and every one of our viewers, listeners, patrons alike. Heart emojis. We love
Heart
you all.
emoji. Also, thank you to Ark for recently resubscribing on Patreon.
Yes, thank you.
Sorry, we forgot to put you back on the list.
Oh, my bad. Sorry about that.
So Ark, thank you for resubscribing,
Good
and
catch.
thank you very much. I know he's not in the chat right now, but he'll probably see this in the VODs. Thank you, Brandon Weber, for recently increasing your contribution. All of that helps us keep the lights on.
Oh, yeah.
Our domain,
Literal
our
lights.
hosting fees, our literal lights, the equipment, we put it all back into the show.
Yes.
So we really appreciate it.
So, I think this is an appropriate time too, just because like we always give a thank you to, to our patrons and everybody during each episode, but especially we just want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to everyone, viewers, patrons, listeners alike, because as we sit here at episode 300, wondering how we made it here, because it's a big mystery to me.
Mystery to us.
I know a big portion of that is having all of you back behind us, listening and supporting us and encouraging us. Because honestly, like this was a thing that we started to be kind of a side project, as like a fun thing to do on the side as a hobby. This is why I wanted to do it. Combine my
justify our gamer purchases.
exactly to like when you're freelancing, you own a podcast, you can write that stuff off on taxes. We'll tax it, everybody.
Write stuff off.
Start an LLC. But anyway, so none of this would be possible though without all of you supporting us over the years that it's been. Because even that we get to the episode number of 300, the year number also gets bigger with 8 years in and everything like that. Yeah. So it's crazy. It's crazy times.
We're in 5th grade.
Are we?
How old are 8-year-olds?
I'm terrible at that.
What grade are they?
I have no idea what age correlates to.
Like 5th grade. 5th grade feels right to me.
Okay.
Somebody
Anybody else wants to correct us?
Oh, Lady Manticore just gave us the perfect setup for the 300. Okay, so first of all, if anybody hasn't noticed, I think I put it in the Discord, but we're doing a 5-hour stream today, which is 300 minutes. And we tried so hard to make this work, but we just couldn't get it.
Last minute didn't come through.
We couldn't get the technological Hail Mary to do an emulated shitty 300 movie video game.
It's called like 300 March to Glory or Path to Glory, something like that. It was on the PSP.
Yeah, on the PSP, not even the PS Vita, the PSP. We were going to try to play it. We thought it would be hilarious for episode 300, and it just
didn't work out.
The gods were against us, you might say.
Against us in that one, just like they were against the Spartans in the end. But still, try to get that to go, which was going to be fun. We're also doing this, another fun tongue-in-cheek to the 3. We're doing this on October 12th, 1 plus 2 equals 3.
Guys,
there's so many little things around here.
Everybody go to your conspiracy red line yarn boards now. just like it's always
together.
Sunny.
Find your Pepe Silvias. But yeah, so we really appreciate everybody being here and joining us tonight on this special celebration as we do it. For this episode, it is going to be kind of more of an open topic one, although we do have some stuff to get started off at the beginning of the show. As we, of course, while we're here at this big milestone of 300 episodes, we have to wax poetic, wax nostalgic about the history of the show, talk about some of our favorite memories. And for that, we do have a special little segment that we're going to do here. Sam, we're ready. Okay, she's got to give him a second to get ready. Our master of ceremonies, our quiz master for the evening, she went back through some of our old episodes and made some fun trivia. So I have not seen these questions. Mogan has not seen these questions. And you all can play along if you want in the chat. We'll read answers and stuff as we go along. We'll try to make up and keep up with the delay and different things like that. But we're gonna, as soon as Sam gets in here, we're gonna do a little bit of trivia and see how well you've all kept up and how well, hell, even us, we've done at being able to keep up with all the things that have happened in Team Chat history.
She said she had gone back and watched episode 1, episode 100, and episode 200. Yeah. Episode 1, I do remember. Fuck all of...
It's gonna.
Anyways, fuck all if I know. I have no idea what we did for 100 and 200.
We did. I know 200. We did another stream. We did like a celebratory stream again. I think we did.
Yeah.
Sorry. cake. I didn't.
It's beautiful. Here, let me help you.
Yeah, take
Oh,
the cake.
boy.
Or drop it in your lap.
Oh boy. Oh, thank you. Look at this.
What does it say?
It says 300. Congrats.
Congrats.
Oh boy.
How
Well, everyone, we will describe how good this cake tastes to you all. We'll do a little ASMR eating Birdie. No, ma'am.
Oh, Birdie
You
wants
want
some of
this
this cake.
cake.
Go for it, Birdie. Ooh, the
Ooh.
icing tastes good.
It's what? Oh, hell yeah.
Birdie definitely can't have it.
Don't eat it, Bird. It's dangerous.
Trivia question.
Okay, perfect. Do we want to trade off here? Here we go. Also, this is a perfect time.
It is very cute.
If you noticed, chew slowly and into the mic, please. You got it, Kirok. You also will have seen, if you were on our Discord, we put out the feelers asking you all, for whoever wanted to give us it, your addresses, because we wanted to send a little Team Chat care package. We can now show you what part of what was going to be in those.
They are so cute.
So cute.
We're going to try
But-
to make sure that you can see them in the camera, but I'm not super confident about that.
We can get it. We can get it to work.
All right.
You love our custom emotes. We now have them in stickers
So cute.
of some of them. We got
They're adorable. We've got everybody's favorite cow malady.
we got the cow malady. Oh, these are not coming up very clearly.
No,
we
they're
got
not coming up clear
because
on
the zoom. They
They
look just
do,
like the
but better,
emotes.
because
But we
they're
got the
bigger.
cow. We got cow malady, my Lord Jarrett,
Lord Jared is my personal favorite.
and Mogan Hype.
Yeah.
So if
Thank
you
you, Sam.
want these, along with the Team Chat podcast logo sticker, if you want these, send us your address
You just DM us on Discord.
on Discord. We will keep it absolutely
Instagram.
private. Don't worry.
Yep, don't worry about it. Do you think we have long memories? We absolutely do not. We forget shit.
It's
all
out of
the
focus,
time.
but there's the cow.
Yeah, there's the cow.
I think the cow's my favorite. I love the
I
cow.
like the cow malady too.
Then we got my Lord Jarrett. There it is.
It just seems like in our Discord we always have so many more applications from Lord Jarrett because things are rarely
Most
shitty in
hype.
the Discord. They're
That's
just
true.
great.
The Discord is a wonderful place full of joy and happiness. But yeah, so if you would like a Team Chat sticker pack, send us your address and we'll send them your way.
Somebody say I didn't get there yet. Well, I haven't mailed them yet.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we
we haven't
mailed
mailed them
them.
yet, so
Yeah,
you're not missing
don't
out
worry
yet,
about
Art. We tried to get them out before this, before our stream day and everything like that, but actually in the midst of our planning for this, Sam and I got COVID, so that like knocked us out for like 2 weeks.
It's a good
I
thing.
didn't know where you were going with that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what is he about to tell these
That's what
people?
delayed us. That's what delayed us getting some of the stuff
Good old-
out. The good old Rona decided to rear its ugly head again. Okay, can everyone? If Sam talks, can everyone hear? So let's. Okay, cool. We got it.
We know this.
Everybody, let's go. All right, so Team Chat Trivia begins now. Everyone, welcome our quiz master Samantha White Wilson to the show, making an appearance because you also were going back and looking at the histories and saw how many times have you been a guest? Oh, it's going to come up. Okay, sorry.
Okay, okay.
Excited.
Nobody can hear me, or this won't be interesting at all.
Can everybody hear Sam? We need a confirmation.
We need a yay or nay.
I can be
have some
louder
trouble
if
hearing
needed.
Sam.
We need a
Okay.
yay, nay, or a gay. Those
just
are the
get closer.
options.
How's this very awkward shot?
That should do it.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Best friend.
Body. Okay. She needs to get up to the mic. There we go. Much better. Okay.
Is this better?
Maybe not with
If I
that.
talk in this voice?
We're
Okay,
good.
Mogan, don't peek. You'll see the
I won't,
answers.
I won't. I haven't seen
Okay,
anything.
I only have 9 questions, and
Okay.
we're gonna keep one as a tiebreaker in case we need it.
Got it.
Some are multiple choice, some aren't. You're
Okay.
playing against each other. We'll see if the people in the chat know the answers as well. Okay, are you ready?
Ready.
What is the podcast's name in episode 1?
Oh,
Because it is
no.
not Team Chat Podcast.
It's not? Oh, fuck. I was there for
Any-
this.
Any guesses, Logan? Because I'm not going to make Al write stuff down. You're eating cake.
Was it
Let the
like
chat go for this one?
was it like One Up podcast or something
No,
like that?
you're so far off.
Ooh.
It's closer to the OG than you're thinking, or to the current than you're thinking. It was just slightly different.
Team Chat Cast.
Party chat cast? I don't remember at all.
Team Chat Gamecast.
Team Chat Gamecast.
No,
I heard that.
never
and was
would have
like,
gotten
the
that.
fuck?
I listened to it the other day because I was like going back for it, and it started, and I was like, "Whoa, that's
The
I
what
was like-
now?
hi everyone, and welcome to Team
Yeah.
Chat Gamecast." It was.
Oh my
We
god,
didn't-
so
we hadn't
cute.
found our voice.
No, we hadn't. We were
Okay.
so new to
1
it.
point for Jarrett.
Okay.
Next question. In episode 1, Zach is obviously on it.
Mhm.
And the topic that y'all did, oh, by the way, this is November 2015, episode 1.
Right?
The topic that y'all did were your top 3 games.
Yep.
I guess you meant of all time.
Yes, we did.
I have 4 choices for you for
Okay.
Zach's top 3 games. And you have to tell me which was not one of his
Ooh,
answers.
Okay,
This is
good
good.
question.
Okay, are you ready? Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, your options are Mario 64. Don't say anything. You can guess at the end. Halo 2, Skyrim, and Elder Scrolls Oblivion,
Ooh.
which is not in Zach's list. I couldn't do y'all's lists. I
Okay,
figured you would remember.
I think
I'm going to say Skyrim.
I'm gonna
Man, y'all are both right.
Yes, because he loves Oblivion,
Yeah,
but he
Oblivion.
didn't. Yeah,
You wouldn't shut up about it.
yeah.
And then I listened to episode 100, which is 99 episodes later, and he
He's
talked
still
about it
talking
again.
Hilarious.
Okay. In 2016, Dylan Biles was a guest 2 episodes in a row. You know what the topics were.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have multiple choice for you. Sorry, you just have to guess.
2 episodes in a row. What were the topics? Okay, I'm gonna say that one of them was video game music.
Okay.
I don't think I'm right about that, but I'm just gonna get.
No, wrong.
Ah, damn it.
I know one of them is an E3 wrap up.
Oh,
Correct.
That's-
damn it.
E3 2016 recap.
Oh,
No, that was actually the
God.
first
What
one.
was the first one?
What was the second one? Ooh, somebody guessed character designs. Meh.
Oh, not character design.
Although they have done that many times.
we have, yeah,
I scrolled through all 299 episodes today.
yeah.
Oh, the second one.
I'm gonna say. Oh.
All right, you're out of
boy.
time.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna get. It's not Drunk Ascent, is it?
No.
No, God, no.
I was on
Dylan
that
will-
one.
That's
yeah.
right. It's not Zelda, is it?
No.
No,
No.
I don't remember.
I don't
I give
remember
up.
Let's talk about RPGs.
Oh,
No
nice.
no points awarded.
I don't even remember that episode at all.
Gonna get into some.
Back to it.
We're gonna get into some. How many times did you blah blah blah?
Okay.
Questions. How many episodes have you done on soundtracks?
5.
Would you like multiple choice, or do you just want to guess?
I already guessed. I
Okay.
said 5.
We'll say whoever's closest wins. Really great
I'm gonna say nine.
podcast content.
9. I'm going 9.
9?
All right, Jarrett wins. It's 11.
Oh my God, we've done it 11
11
times.
times.
I want to say we've done.
Well, a couple were like series.
One of
they went
us, we had
together.
the Top 10. Our top 10 soundtracks. So like
And
we
it
have
took 3 or 4
Right.
3 or
episodes.
4 episodes for that, and then we've
Oh my
done
God.
at least 4 or 5 of the.
You're
other
like, hot damn.
Damn.
Copyright infringement.
infringement.
I'm shocked that hasn't happened. I think we got like one episode we had some music flagged in like Germany.
But I mean, the thing is, we are using them under fair use.
yeah,
If
sure.
you look at the
Cool.
terms of fair use, we're totally cool,
Yeah.
and we can contest those. But it's still just like,
It's always every time I'm just like,
like you just have to wait for the strikes to come in, and then be like, contest.
I did not
Objection!
break laws.
I have broken no laws here.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
The score is Jarrett 3 points, Mogan 1.
You gotta quit zoning out.
I
during the
know,
intro.
right? Gotta pay attention.
All right, how many episodes has the topic or like the name of the episode, the title of the episode? How many times has it been bad guy specific?
Bad guy
Bad guy
specific.
Like,
About
let's
bad
talk about
guys.
villains. Or
Yes.
I'm gonna say 4.
I was gonna say 4 as well. That's not that kind of like.
You can't guess the same.
In that case, I'm re-guessing 3.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna
Oh,
go-
okay.
I'm
Okay, how about 11?
Stay with your guess.
going 6.
Oh, well, you're tied. You both get a point. It's 5.
Okay. I think that's how points work.
In this game,
Wrong.
when Sam does trivia, let's talk about villains, let's talk about enemies, 2 about boss battles,
Okay.
and then 1 about monsters, which I just included.
That counts. Yeah, that counts.
Okay. Question number whatever. How many? Hey, I was on one of those. He says.
Yeah, was he on Monsters? Yeah.
Boss fights.
Oh, because he does play a lot of the Soulsborns, and those
Yeah.
have some boss fights.
That's a great segue into the next
Oh,
question.
okay.
How many episodes have you done with guests? He says bosses. He was on bosses.
I think Bro Mogan has been on here twice, right? We've done.
Don't do it that
Dylan.
way, or you'll never arrive at a number.
We've had Dylan. Are we counting are we counting? Oh yeah, we're counting repeats.
Episode.
Okay.
So
There's two
repeat
people
guess.
on the
We've had-
episode that counts as one.
We've had Dylan twice.
27.
We have a 17 guess.
I'm guessing 27.
I've been a guest, I think.
We got 27.
That's right, he has. Oh wow, good
Oh,
point.
wow.
Good guess, Cody. I'm just going with my guts here. I think 27 sounds right.
Okay. Well, you're great at math. You know how many times I heard in the 4 episodes I listened to today that you're bad at math? Yeah.
Oh.
Did you say it tonight?
I think I did.
It comes up a lot.
Well-known fact about Jarrett Wilson: bad at math. I'm going 24.
Oh, so close.
I'm just trying to think because we've had Bro Mogan, we had Chess Hall, we had Cody, we've had Dill. Oh yeah,
Give us that.
Been on the most.
Ooh, I'm
I
gonna
wanna
say
see
Bro
you.
Mogan.
Done.
Oh, I thought
I've
we,
made 6 appearances.
I thought we meant guests outside of the household.
our first guess.
The audio cut out. It was 31. Sorry.
Oh, 31.
Oh,
31.
Is still up?
31 episodes with guests. Oh,
Testing.
Testing. Can
Yeah,
you
I hear
us?
us.
Yeah, Kirak was the guest.
Kirok,
You're
you're
the
on
guest.
the list.
You've been like
You
2 times. Twice.
Once by yourself and once with Raro. Who's that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Roro. Sorry.
For our Last of Us Part 2.
Okay, so you can hear us.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
Um,
Great glitch.
The full list. Okay, yeah. I've been on 6 times. Dylan 3,
Oh.
Spencer 2, Bro Mogan 2, Allie Collins 1,
I remember Allie.
Glenda 1,
Yeah.
Chess Hall 2, Zircon 1.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, that was a good episode.
You continued to talk about it in episode 100. Michael Coploy twice, Cody Peck twice, Pixel Brave once,
Oh, yeah. Pixel Brave.
Christian
Kingdom Hearts.
Fuchsia once, Michael Boyd twice, Kyle once, Kirok twice. You've done 2 episodes of the Triple XP guys.
All right,
Yes.
Father Mike and other guys.
and
I always forget the name.
1 episode with Sleepy Snails.
Oh yeah, Sleepy
Nice.
Snail.
That's
Was
right.
that for art design?
No, that was Crushes.
How do you remember?
Oh yeah,
I just need like the
I
tiniest
think you'd be
little.
better at trivia.
the steel trap in there.
I'm sorry. I know.
Versus 3 points. Okay.
Doodle. So, if anybody doesn't know, the reason that happened is because I was already a big fan of Zircon's music through everyone's low-key, no one's favorite musical subscription service, Pandora. Because Zircon's music would come up on my like trance and dubstep tracks, and I was like, man, these tracks rule. So I went and I followed him on Twitter. And that's how I figured out that he was doing a Kickstarter to make his own pixel RPG game. And I was like, oh my God, well, I'll support the Kickstarter just because I love his music and I think it's going to turn out awesome. And then also, I'll just DM him and be like, yo, you want to come talk about your game on our show? And he was like, hell yes. And that's how it
You can have
happened.
Again.
I know. We
Actually,
really should.
I think he's made another game since then.
Has he?
Yeah.
What was that first one called? Tangle Deep?
Right now, yeah, so there was Tangle Deep, and then I think he made another one, but right now, at least as far as I know, he's currently working on just another straight up and down music album. So I think he's probably already occupied, but at some point in the future
Yeah,
when he
should
makes
be
his third
fun.
game, yeah.
We should also just be better about messaging people randomly on Twitter. Just like
yeah.
people
Like,
that.
bro, I love your music, come on our show.
Come on our show. We'd love to talk to you about it.
Okay, are we ready to move on?
Let's move
Jared
on.
has 4 points, Mogan has 3. You can still win this.
I can still, come on.
There's no prize. All right. In episode 100, which was 100 and 200, were also live.
Yes, okay,
episode. We've
that
done it
makes
every
sense.
In that question,
The
or
big
in that
celebrations, the big
episode,
milestone.
yeah, you answered fan questions, which there were a lot of funny fan questions.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that.
I don't remember. We talk to our fans? I don't think that's
Um,
right. Yeah, why would we talk to them?
I did not mean to make 2 questions about Dylan Biles, but I did. He wrote in a question and asked, and I want to know if y'all remember what your answers were.
Okay.
The question was, if you could fight one horse-sized duck or 100
Yeah, I do remember
duck-sized
this.
horses, which would you pick?
I think I probably picked the 100 duck-sized horses.
Okay, what do you think that you picked?
I think I probably would go with that too. One massive duck. Ducks are assholes.
Okay, Mogan, you were very adamant that you could kill a horse-sized duck. And then
Times changed.
not only that, but Zach was like, what are you talking about? No, you couldn't. And it turned into this argument. And Jarrett, you had at first picked the same that Mogan did, and then Zach convinced you to switch. So
You're such a coward,
you said
Jarrett.
100 duck-sized horses. So point for
Oh
you.
my god.
I thought that was the most random question.
That's really funny.
Okay, we're not going to need our tiebreaker, so we'll just count it as a normal question.
Alrighty.
So we have 2 questions left.
Okay.
In episode 200, you recapped, a lot of your favorite episodes and reminisced a lot. I'm sure like y'all will do tonight.
Of course.
And you specifically talked about the episode that at that point, so 100 episodes ago, it was the highest viewed on YouTube.
Stardew Valley.
And you
Valley.
both know
Yeah, we both
it.
know what it is.
Because you talked about how you lost the audience.
Yeah, and it's our highest, it's the shittiest sounding episode on YouTube. It is
Okay, both- you both
infuriating.
get a point. You,
Oh my god.
Is it
It's
still
like
the
600
highest?
It is, yeah.
Like that,
It's still the highest.
Well, then y'all should be talking about Stardew Valley more.
We should, well, what we are so when Haunted
Arc-
Chocolatier when Haunted Chocolatier comes out, we're gonna be all over that shit.
Ark says, Mogan, you need to go back to the gym to fight the horse-sized duck.
I guess so. I'm not swole enough.
Also,
That's our new
Flurry-
video series. We're gonna start Mogan's training to fight the horse-sized duck.
That would actually be really funny.
I'm sorry I bought you cake with red icing because your teeth are pink now.
Yeah.
that's all good.
Are mine red too?
No.
Just
You-
Jarrett's?
Just me? I can go.
I ate a little piece. I haven't gotten to the icing yet though.
I'm gonna go first.
Well, then how would your teeth be red?
Jarrett's had the red icing.
I've been going after this one.
Okay. Last question. Are you ready?
Ready.
This is a good one. We're gonna do Prices Right style.
Okay.
Just without going over wins. Team Chat has now raised money 4 times for Extra Life, which all goes to Children's Miracle Network hospitals.
Yep.
Or I guess y'all picked the Austin one, right?
Yeah, so it's
Whatever.
Dell Children's Medical Center.
How much money in those 4 years have you raised? Down to the penny.
Down to the
I have
penny.
it. Yeah. So think of your numbers.
$3,732.13.
I'm gonna.
Are
go.
we actually?
I feel like
I
we're
changed
higher
my
than
answer. $5,152
We have
and 3 cents.
$1, Bob, and then
Bob.
That's a great strategy.
Kirok says 3,401. Kirok, sorry, Doodleabide says 3,401.
Yes, Kirok, Doodlebides, everybody that's always helped out on our extra lives. We love that.
Are y'all going to do it again this year?
Kirok, proud to have been a part of it.
Yeah.
We were glad to have you as a part of
We
it.
love having everybody help
I
us
think
with
we're
that.
gonna do it, but we gotta, I guess, pick a day soon.
Yeah, we gotta pick
Coming
it.
up.
It's like
Damn, it is coming
Yeah,
up.
it's a couple weeks.
It's
away.
really sneaking up on
Are you-
us.
For a
Oops.
big Team Chat stream coming up really soon.
Oh, fuck. That we're not prepared for at all.
I'm gonna guess.
Y'all are going to make me do math.
I'm gonna guess 6,328.
You hadn't already done the math,
How
Sam?
many pennies?
How would you have to
13
guess?
pins.
Let's do the math to figure out which one of you is closer.
Oh, I said 3 pennies.
I'm doing 13.
Oh, wait.
pins.
Oh, no, it doesn't matter what you say.
Oh, okay.
Me?
Mogan is off by. She is not over.
Oh.
She's off by $1.52.
Are you shitting?
What?
Oh my goodness.
Did you cheat?
No!
My God!
I was only
So
off by
good.
$1.52.
Mogan guessed $5,152.03. You actually raised $5,153.55.
Hell yeah.
Fucking believe I was that close. Oh my god. I really didn't cheat. Everyone just believed me on that.
Really great. I didn't know that it was that number.
Yeah, Kirok was there. It was me, Kirok, Sleepy Snails, and maybe Brandon in the chat at like 3 a.m. doing Hollow Knight Path of Pain. Jarrett went to bed, and as soon as Jarrett was gone, I did it.
I was just holding you back.
He really was. The pressure was holding me back.
Are you going to bed?
For like an hour or two.
Yeah,
like
we were just going to trade off.
Yeah.
I was going to carry it
it
through
was those
the next,
early morning
3
hours.
Jarrett was going to tag back in the morning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is rough. But yeah. Well, thanks everybody for playing along
Yeah.
with Team Chat Trivia with us.
Everybody
And thanks, Sam,
tally
for
up
putting
your
that
own
together. That was
scores
so
at home.
fun.
Again, you don't get anything.
Love and appreciation.
5.
Oh man, it was close. Though,
It was,
still.
I thought I was doing worse, honestly.
Dang.
I was honestly, when she was prepping it, I was like, I mean, I think I know things about
We
the show.
probably both should have guessed to tally up how much money we had raised through Extra Life. That
Yeah.
that seems like
Well,
a
that's what I was going off of was like, okay, 4 years. I know we did like over $1,000 each year.
Yeah,
So,
says thank you, Sam.
so you know that
Oh.
was Doodle Bites, I got a 0.
It shows how much of a fan you are.
I suggest that everyone go listen to episode 1 because it's hysterical how far.
It's been so long since I listened to
Listen to it
episode
again.
1.
It's
You know
not
what would be? You know what would be really meta if we did a watch along. Like if we watched the episodes
Wish we
live.
had like the video of
It would be a
audio.
listen
We waited until not waited. Just like
spot on.
I think it was episode 25 when we started doing the video
Yeah.
recordings, right?
I think so.
Thank fucking Christ we missed the drunk episode.
I know.
That would have been great.
There's a video of us in the drunk episode, which was episode 21. Like now, I want to say we did that episode. We have like a video of us taking a shot at the very
It was
beginning.
just like a pro thing.
Yeah.
We didn't record
We
the
didn't
whole
like
thing.
do the whole thing that way. And then after that, I think that though, I know I've talked about this on past streams and episodes when we've reminisced and waxed poetic, but it's that was the episode I think we got our groove.
Oh yeah, because like we broke down the barriers.
We did. Yeah,
We-
we needed to like break down a little bit.
I was there.
Yeah, you remember that?
Maybe that just made
That's
it
true.
happen.
It was.
Maybe
It was
hooked
Sam's
Reese's
secret
Wheel Sam.
sauce.
Yeah, it was the secret Sam
Young
sauce.
enough to get drunk.
For real, I don't even remember the last time because it just makes me feel like shit the whole rest of the day. So it's not fun.
Jesus.
It's not fun anymore to do. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the cake.
Love you so much.
I promised to eat it. Blah.
Man, bye pups.
Bye, puppos. No.
Oh man, that was a lot of fun. That was some great fun. But yes, and obviously, could not have done the show, been able to do the show without Sam's support and love and support also, because there have been times, not that I've wanted to give up on it, but like still, like just, you know, when you need that extra bit of encouragement, she's always there. She's always
someone
the
in
biggest
your corner.
cheerleader.
And
Oh yeah,
yeah, she's the
She's always-
backbone of Team Chat.
absolutely. Oh, and she brings us cake too, which, you know,
Yeah,
that's not bad either.
Personal pet peeve.
Delicious.
I can't stand. If I were a listener, I would have logged out. I would be gone.
Oh, along with Fender too. Yes, our producer Fender and Henry.
Henry, may he rest
R.I.P.
in
big
peace.
guy. Oh, so what else should we talk about? Because that was what I say. Yeah, 21 was definitely when we kind of got our groove. Also on those Dylan episodes, we didn't have a chance to talk about it, and I did not get a chance to pull up the clip before this.
Oh, the rap.
His
Team
like
Chat
intro, because we used to do a moment with Mogan, if y'all
Oh,
remember,
right.
which is when we talked about news and everything, and we
Yep.
kept that up for a while. But then
Does
I think we just
anybody
like,
care about that?
does anybody want it back?
Yeah, listeners, do you remember that? Was that helpful? Was that useful?
Was
I
it?
kinda
Did it
don't
remind
think
you of
so.
games that you were like, oh shit, I should buy that this week
Yeah,
and play
because we
it?
used to do like video games that were coming out soon, or any major news that had dropped recently about like delays and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, eventually we were like, let's just get that.
I think it just kind of became, because obviously like we did our best with keeping up with everything. Oh, Ark liked it. It was good to have a rehash of things, short and to the point. The
Said
people
he
want it
liked
back.
too. Shit.
The
Okay.
people want it back. All right.
Damn it.
Moment with Mogan will come back, I guess.
Means I have to start doing homework again.
But he wrote an incredible like intro song to the Moment with Mogan.
It was fantastic.
It was so good. Talked about like, you think it's about new Zelda game? I don't really think so. That's the one line I remember too.
Yeah.
And it was very good.
It was so
Other notable fun intros that we've had is, I think during the drunk episode also, we like tried to sing the Team Chat theme song.
Oh yeah, the dun, 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 dun. I can't believe we've had the same theme song this long.
It's a great theme
It
song.
seemed like something.
Shout out
that
to
we would-
Justin Light.
What, we totally did. We find that person on Fiverr.
I used to work with him at one of my old jobs and everything, and he was like kind of like dabbling in some like music composition on the side. And I said, "Hey man, I've got a show. If you would like to give the stuff to it and or lend your musical talents to," and he knocked it out of the park. I want to say like I played the first like draft of it, first cut of the song, and to you and Zach, and we were both like, and we were all three like, "That's incredible," but it needed like one like tiny tweak, I think, in like the middle, but he nailed it pretty much first take, so it was
Damn.
fantastic.
I bet he was like, easiest job ever.
Right? Cash this check.
Yeah, cha-ching.
Yeah, this cake is really good, Sam.
Oh, and then I'm not sure if we said it earlier, but when we showed off the stickers, which are of course from our emotes, shout
Yes.
out to Pine Aura.
Yes.
Pine Aura is the
Incredible.
artist behind those. I don't think she's on Twitter anymore, which is where we
She's probably on Threads.
she's probably on Threads. Jarrett. Maybe still on Instagram. But anyways, Pinora, great artist. We actually were thinking about getting a couple of new emotes
Yeah.
made soon. So we will hopefully be able to go back to Pine for those because we want to get artist Jarrett, where he's like,
This is art.
This is art. Or he's got like a beret on and he looks snobby and he's got like the long artist ponytail. Yeah, with like black turtleneck art. We think it's going to be a funny one.
Also, speaking of emotes and things like that, I remembered a few more of our updates. Another big exciting update that is happening after episode 300. It's like we just have to like basically set it live. It's basically almost good to go. But Team Chat will soon have a merch store available through TeePublic. So you're going to be able to get shirts, mugs,
tote bags. What's
and,
the other thing? Bumper
pins, stickers.
Yep.
So we'll try to have like extra. Like right now, we're printing these stickers through other things, but we'll have those available for and everything through that. So yeah, we're gonna have a merch store. So that's really cool too.
Yeah.
So it's some good stuff. It's gonna be so that's a very
If anybody wants
exciting development.
tapestry, let us know because
That's like one of the options. A tapestry and a pillow.
Like nobody's gonna want home decor, so we turned those off.
I believe they ship to Canada.
Yes,
So they should be able to through TeePublic and all that stuff. So should be able to take care of all that stuff.
Jared, fanny pack.
They're making a comeback. We should. No, I don't think so.
But it got stolen when my car got broken into.
Oh, I remember
Because
that.
that's what I kept my phone in,
Yeah.
and literally all of my credit cards and my driver's license and literally everything else that I needed in my life.
Oh,
and
no.
it got my car window got smashed, and then they got
Man,
on my
poor Jonathan.
poor
He
Jonathan.
had a rough go the last few years of his life.
He sure did. Well, he's dead now.
Let's see. What else do we? So that'll be very exciting. We'll obviously like let everybody know on Discord, social media, and all that stuff when it goes out. We're just like finalizing the last little bit of like designs and
We're
looks
trying
for it.
to get an arrangement or like an assortment of different Team Chat logos, like ones that have the blue background, like on our
No
t-shirts.
background, just the
ones that
white.
have transparent, ones that have like black, so that everybody can get whatever background you want on
Exactly.
it.
So very exciting development because something that like we've wanted to do for a really long time. Don't know why we didn't, but hey, episode 300 seems like a really good time to do it.
It's implying that he broke into my car. Came all the way down to Austin just to
Wait,
break into my car.
That was your
huh?
fanny pack?
He probably got it on
He
like
came all this way, stole your fanny pack, and didn't even say hi. That's just rude. And they say Canadians are nice.
and then they like put my fanny pack up on eBay, and then he bought the
Then he
fanny
bought
pack from there. Yeah.
Can't trace it that way.
Yeah, it's like how e-girls can like sell their bathwater for extra money.
Coming to the merch store soon.
If anybody wants toenail clippings, bath water, I don't know, arm hairs, I'm willing to shave these off if you want them and you're willing to pay for them. Only
Feet pics?
$500.
Can do.
I chose not to put this picture in the Discord because I thought it might be a little bit too gross. Remember that it's not
I'm excited to know what this is.
actually that graphic. I just thought like, ew. Do you remember how I had Invisalign?
Yes.
I spent years with Invisalign because my teeth needed a lot of work. So my total time with Invisalign was like 2 years. And I had a new tray, a new liner for both my top and bottom teeth every single week to get them to that point. And at the very beginning of getting Invisalign, they tell you like, okay, make sure you keep the previous week's liners so that if something happens to your current week, you still have the backup to fall back on. So you're not just not wearing a liner until you switch to the next week. My brain interpreted that as keep all of
Oh my
them
God.
forever. And I've been done with Invisalign for over 2 years now. I finally went through my bathroom and cleaned out every
Oh my God.
last tray, and they were all used and placed right back in their appropriate bag with the date on them and everything.
In case I need these again.
In case I need these again.
understand.
So I took them all out and was just like putting them in my sink because the liners themselves can't be recycled, but the boxes and the bags could be. And I was like, there's so much plastic and cardboard here. I don't just want to throw it away. I would feel bad about
Right.
it. So I was separating it all out into recyclable piles, and I just wound up with a sink full of used teeth. And I was like, this is so gross and so cool. And I took a picture of it and sent it to some of my friends. And I was like, ladies, is it weird to keep your teeth for more than two years after you're done using them? And they were like, wow, Are you sure you're okay?
Oh, hey, Brandon, dropping by just in to say hi. Hope the stream's going well. It's going well.
See you.
Glad for you to stop in and say
Yeah.
hi.
Yeah, dragon hoarding aligners. That's what I was doing. It was gross in there.
If you're gonna share a gross thing that you used to keep, I'll share one too. When I was a little kid, I want to say 4, maybe 5, I got my tonsils removed.
Oh boy.
My mom
I don't
kept
like
them.
where this is going.
Pull them out at like Thanksgiving.
You're such a little freak.
Like, I took my tonsils out. You want to see? And like, hold them.
To be fair, if I were a kid,
Nonsense.
I would have done the same thing. That sounds awesome.
What the fuck?
Is he saying that about the tonsils or the sink full of
I
used
think
invisible?
it's probably the tonsils. I think it kind of like picked it up to the next level. No, I thought it was thought it was fun. Only like years later was like, that was kind of
Yeah.
weird to pull out at
Chat the weird shit
Thanksgiving.
you've done. That's kind of gross, but also kind of funny.
Oh man, that was good.
I could've
Another
This one
made a
think.
somebody would have been like, oh my god, these fit my teeth perfectly. I got free Invisalign.
doppelganger out there that didn't get Invisalign, and they're like, "Oh, I can use these."
Score.
Score.
I was just thinking of another good intro that we did during our Stray review. Sam meowed the intro,
That's right, she did.
which, speaking of Stray, getting a movie.
Is it really?
It is.
Did not hear that.
Yeah.
Who's making it?
Probably Annapurna.
I hope it's Studio A24. Like
Oh
the
my
horror
god.
That's a good fit.
Midsummer of Strays.
I think they do it well, but that's awesome. I hope they do a good job with it.
Yeah, that would be really fun. Oh, but yeah, no, it's been great. And I do want to go back and listen to some of the old stuff. And I want to start like recycling some old clips. I know we were better about sharing some like funny outtakes and everything like that. I know even too, like Mogan and I, before we even start recording most episodes, we will ramble about something for a few minutes. So
Oh yeah, we're
start like sharing that stuff up.
Yeah.
What we even did that today.
Oh yeah, what
We were
were we
doing like a
talking
test
about?
recording to like make our voice.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure our audio and everything was sounding good, sounding great, and yeah, it was like tons of meows from
Just
Mogan and all
meow,
that stuff, just
you
like
know.
doing what we do. Because like I feel like that would be a good way. I know one of the things we used to do for patrons, which apologies that this fell off, was team chit chat,
Oh yes.
and I think that would be a really good way to kind of bring that back, not in such a formal way.
Yeah.
So because I would like to be able to have that as like another offering, just a little bit of extra content and stuff to put back out.
Oh, there's a topic: games that deserve a movie / show. Put a pin in that, everybody. That's a good one.
Oh,
We'll-
and
we'll come back to that.
Blockosaurus. I have a picture of the inside of my uterus. Not sure why they had an extra.
Gross.
Good to keep around. You never know when you
I
might
don't
want to
have a
know.
picture of the inside of my uterus.
Me neither.
Incredibly, it's never come up in my doctor's appointments.
Would you like to take this home? We can frame it, put it in any size you want.
That's how they get the photo.
I think so. So yeah, topic that is a good topic. We will definitely have to write that down.
I'm gonna put that in
Yeah,
now.
games that deserve a movie or show.
that deserve a movie or show.
Not that you would be
I
like,
think
that'd be
deserve is an interesting. Part
that
of
is an interesting one. Because like, did we need a show of Twisted Metal?
No.
Did anyone
Fucking
watch
no.
the Twisted
No.
Metal show?
No one wanted that. Everyone, the meme. Everyone liked that.
Yeah,
Didn't like that.
I've heard literally nothing about it since it came out.
Games that deserve italics. Don't look
Oh
at the way
yeah,
I
that's
type.
right. Devin Banks was the voice of Sweet Tooth. That's right,
A movie /
or AKA Will Arnett.
TV show. My favorite guy.
Yeah.
From 30 Rock.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the best. when Kenneth shows up to dance for him to distract him. I love that part.
The scene where Liz is trying to get to distract Banks because she accidentally told him about Jack's heart attack, and she's like trying to get him to be quiet and not tell everyone. And she says, "I'll give you Kenneth." And they're in an elevator together, and he literally falls against the wall. Like,
God, that show is. We should just start a 30 Rock appreciation podcast.
really should.
Honestly, we would get so much content out of it.
Yeah. All right.
Who's
30
ready for
Rock
the Team Chat
Watch Along, a
offshoot?
subsidiary of Team Chat Podcast. BoJack Horseman. Oh yeah,
Devin Banks.
and that's a good show too.
Oh my God.
Also
Hey,
can
we're
include
into
shows.
BoJack Horseman.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
you gotta watch
I
BoJack.
heard that BoJack Horseman was really depressing, so I.
It's
never
very
watched it.
good, but yes, there are some episodes that are just like, oof.
When I
That's
go to
heavy.
television, I don't go to become more sad. I go to become
That's what I watch the
happy.
news for.
Exactly. If anything, that's what I play video games for.
Oh, there we go. Doodle Bites will finally come to Austin just because he wants to be on the 30 Rock Appreciation podcast. Fine, if that's what gets you here.
I'm not sure if she's still in the chat, but Lady Manticore, if you're still around, she asked if we were in Austin. I was like, yeah, we are. She's in San Antonio.
So close.
If you're still hanging out, Lady Manticore, I actually technically work in San Antonio. That's where my job is. I'm mostly remote, but I go down to San Antonio once a week, more or less. So yeah, if you want to hang out or whatever.
Look at that,
Hit me up.
IRL meetups.
Yeah, I meet up.
Love it.
But that's at the $10 Patreon. But San Antonio's a cool place. I like it down there. Nice parks.
I've never really spent much time in the parks there.
I don't know why you would, honestly.
Well, I do have family that lives in that.
What I do want to do is when the weather gets nice again and I finally get a new bike rack for my car, I want to take my bike down there and actually bike like the Mission Trail, which I've heard is really fun. I've walked parts of it before. One of the times it was torrentially raining and the river started to flood. And I was like, fucking shit, I gotta get out of here. So I had to beat it out of there. And then Jonathan almost didn't make it out of those flood waters. It was actually kind of a scary day. But yeah, the Mission Trail is pretty cool. San Antonio has the lamest, most underwhelming national monument.
I forget it pretty much, the good old Alamo.
Oh,
Okay, but you have to admit, you grow up and you watch the John Wayne movies on the Alamo, or even if you watch the 2004 Dennis Quaid Alamo movie, you sit there and you watch it and you're like, damn, this is cool. It's basically a Mexico castle.
Oh, it's tiny.
I know.
It's muy
and then you
small.
go to San Antonio and you show up to it and you're like, I'm ready to be wowed.
It is pequeño.
And you are not wowed.
It is mucho pequeño.
It's so small.
So small. Is little church, everyone. It's a little small church.
And you literally walk in and you're just like, oh, okay.
Okay.
This is cool. You know, random fact about that I learned. Sorry, we are just not talking about video games at all.
we're
But
not.
you know, whatever. That's what we do on episode 300. You know who has a massive Alamo collection?
Is this a person?
Yeah, it's a person.
Is
Unlikely
it a
guess.
celebrity?
Yes, They have
Male
a-
or female?
male. They have a massive collection.
No sane woman would collect Alamo shit. I'm gonna guess Harrison Ford.
Ooh, no,
What, like kind of close?
no.
Shit. Okay. Youngish or oldish?
Oldish now.
Sean Connery.
No,
American?
no,
Jackie Chan.
no.
I really had it there.
We got Meryl Streep in the chat. No, that's not correct either.
Oh, it's male. It's somebody male,
Mhm.
and it's not Sean Connery.
No.
Michael Sheen.
That would have been incredible if this came full circle again to Michael Sheen. Michael Sheen on the show. Yes.
Hugh Laurie.
No.
Okay, old-ish, British. Stephen Fry.
No.
Eddie Izzard.
No.
Damn. Is it someone you think
Liam
I
Neeson.
Can,
No.
oh, is it someone you think I can realistically guess?
Oh, Kirok, if you missed it, we're trying to guess. I'm trying to get Mogan to guess what celebrity has like a huge Alamo memorabilia
A
collection.
British person would be obsessed with the Alamo. That makes no sense. Can I get a hint?
They are a singer.
An old John Lennon?
No. And composed the soundtrack to Hank Hill. Clint Eastwood, David Bowie. No. Sorry. Not either of those. Living.
Living. Okay.
Rowan Atkinson. Somebody say that? No, not Rowan Atkinson.
Phil Collins, Clint Eastwood. No,
Oh.
no. Wait.
Phil Collins is it. Phil Collins. Lady Manticore gets it. Phil Collins has a massive
Did you look it
Alamo
up?
memorabilia collection.
Maybe they just have his picture in the Alamo, and she's like been recently. Just
I actually think he does lend pieces to the
oh my
Alamo.
God, that is so funny.
It's
Right?
right. I don't know. He just decided to write the banging soundtrack to Tarzan and then get into the Alamo.
Let's be real. That's the best music he's ever written in his life.
so
Let's
good.
Can we just admit that as a people
Yeah.
that the Tarzan soundtrack is A, the best a Disney soundtrack will ever
Top.
get, and B, the best Phil Collins will ever do in his career.
No.
And I think we can also all agree, Tarzan, hottest Disney character ever made.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Point. Muscles. Oh man.
Oh, boy.
In the air tonight, best drum fill for sure.
He donated his private collection to Texas in
Oh, see?
2014.
See?
Wow, damn.
Look at that.
I can Philip Collins in here tonight. Anyways.
Oh man, so that's some good stuff. But yeah, so it's just been a wild ride, I would say, being here 300 episodes. Because no, I know when we started, I want to say we were questioning if we could make it to 10.
We were like, what are we going to talk about?
What are we going to talk about? We can only talk about The Last of Us, and because I want to say that was my top 3 games at the time.
To be honest, you know, when you think about, you know, what the question of what are we going to talk about, I think for me at least, and this was definitely the case with Zach as well, and probably you to a certain extent at that time, was simply that the show has been a driving force of me branching out in games.
Oh, for sure.
I've played so many more games that I never would have paid attention to without wanting to do them for the show. I never would have played Overwatch if you guys hadn't basically forced me to get it so that we could do an episode on it. I probably never would have even tried Titanfall 2. You know, I certainly didn't keep up with it, but I played Titanfall 2.
Tried it, gave it a shot.
I probably never would have played Horizon Forbidden West if you hadn't finally tempted me into it. And then I was like, wow, Jarrett just sucks at marketing. If only I had known.
I do have a funny story about that, because like I did the review for Horizon
Zero Dawn.
I was like, what is it? Forbidden Dawn? We did our review, review for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I felt like we ended the episode, and I was kind of like, I think I got my point across in like talking about it, but it felt very muddled. And then I went home and visited my parents and everything, and my dad like asked, just like he was like, "Do you remember?" He's like, "You playing any cool games right now?" And I like gave the perfect 5-minute review for Horizon Zero Dawn to him, and then I was like, "Damn it, I should have done that on the episode." Another fun team chat story that I have not had a chance to actually share online, because this happened very recently, actually. And it's just another one of those aligning of stars that's super weird.
Oh, is this that thing that you were telling me about?
Yeah.
This is weird.
So this is super cool. As you all know and can see in the background, I am a collector of Star Wars. I don't know if you know this, but I love the series and the franchise as a whole. Have spent a lot of money on all these figures. And so Target came out with a couple of exclusive Boba Fett figures, and I was like, absolutely 100% need these, because Boba Fett is my favorite Star Wars character.
Everybody knows that. I'm progressively
know if everybody
more Boba Fetts.
There's a lot of them. I got a Boba Fett tattoo. Yep. Oh, look at that. I don't know if I actually showed that off on the show.
What if I whipped the shirt off and I had a Boba Fett tattoo?
I would love it. I would be like, yes. Why have you not told me about this earlier? You know, so
because that's my secret to keep. You know.
So anyway, I ordered these Boba Fetts from Target, and unbeknownst to me, Target app had my old address in them from like that house I haven't lived in almost 10 years.
Which I've never seen. I've only ever seen you guys in this house.
It's actually like a mile away. Very close.
I didn't that.
And so we lived there, and I was like, crap. Tried to, when they actually came to them shipping, I tried to change the shipping address to this address. Didn't work out, and I was like, great. I'm gonna have to rely on the kindness of strangers to be able to get my packages. And so I go over there, leave a note saying, hey, this happened. Here's my phone number. Like, I would really appreciate if you give me a call.
Please text me when my package gets
exactly.
here.
So anyway, a couple days go by. I get the notifications that they shipped and arrived, and then later the day they arrive, I get a call from the guy who lives there now saying, "Hey, got your package. Come get it whenever." I go over to pick it up, and he's standing outside out front. He's got a buddy with him. We're talking. I'm asking him about the house, if it's the same owner.
You're worried about being murdered.
We were all outside. It was very safe environment for everyone. And I was like asking about the old landlord, because he was a really cool guy, and just like I liked living at the house. It was really fun, catching up and all that stuff. And he goes, "Oh, hey, so I got your note, and I was reading your note and everything, and I saw you saw your name on it, and I was like, Jarrett Wilson. Why does that sound familiar?" And just did a quick Google and found, I listened to your podcast. And I was like, what? And he said, yeah, I listened to your podcast. It's really good. And like, I just was telling my friend about it here, and like showed him a couple episodes, and his buddy was like, yeah, it's really good too. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, we have been doing this show for almost 8 years now. You are the first person I've ever met IRL who I've had no personal connection to.
Your old house.
Yes, knew the show, listened to it, liked it, and then I like randomly stumble upon it like this. So it was incredible. Have probably still been riding the high.
If you're listening, shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you, Dave. You're a cool guy.
Also for letting Jarrett collect his package and not murdering him. Thank you.
But then also, I did put the one that he had up on the wall right next to my computer here, so that I would always kind of like remember it and stuff like that. So remember the Ride the Wave.
Him.
I should, if it wasn't a Target exclusive,
Jared.
I can't lower the value.
Know what the American version of a weeb is, but you're that.
I mean, it's basically a Star Wars fan.
It's pretty much.
So no, that was a pretty impressive thing because
that was crazy.
it blew me away when that happened, and I was just like, I immediately like called Sam and told her, then immediately messaged him. He was like, "You will never guess."
I was like, what?
No, it was so weird. So another one of those just serendipitous things that like if like of all the like events connecting together and all that stuff. And then the second one was delivered a couple weeks later, and I had already found that one by that time in store at Target. So I just said, "Keep it, dude. It's all good." So it was a fun, crazy time.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, well, before we wrap this up, we're going a little bit over what we were originally thinking. But before we wrap this up, let's do a quick recap. We'll talk about games a little bit.
A little bit.
What have you been playing? It's been like what? A month?
It has, because, like we said, we were originally intending to take a short hiatus so that we could just kind of catch our breath, catch up on some real life stuff. And then Jared and Sam just got unlucky and got COVID. They got the Rona. So, I mean, on the one hand, you could argue that the timing couldn't have been better because at least we were already taking a break. On the other hand, we really needed you in top performing shape for this episode.
Well, I mean, don't worry, I'm there. But like it was the kind of thing. It was good because like we decided to do October 12th as this day. We were like getting some stuff together, and then fortunately, like this, it worked out where the Rona didn't interfere and all that stuff, so we're
goodness.
Good. But yeah, so in that month of time, I know we've been playing Baldur's Gate.
We have. We've
been
playing
keeping up with
Baldur's
that.
Gate.
Super
to be
fun.
fair, our progress is
slow.
Very because we keep running into rooms and just getting our asses handed to us.
To be fair, our dungeon master Cody set the difficulty at the highest level.
We were praying. We thought we could do. We were like, "There's 4 of us. We're smart.
Surely we can handle this."
We can't. We couldn't.
We had
to take the difficulty back down to like normal.
We kept getting slaps hard.
We kept having such high confidence that we could do it, and then the rolls were never on our side, and we just got destroyed. But in our most recent playthrough, we unfortunately permanently lost a romanceable NPC, and we were all really bummed about it, but we're not going back.
But I had an idea about this later. Could we not use withers?
Oh, to bring
them back?
Can you?
I don't know.
Because in my own personal playthrough, I'll just be honest, I haven't been playing personally. Baldur's Gate 3, that's not what I've been spending most of my me time game time on.
Sure, that's fine, whatever, I guess.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we were supposed to play this game all the way through. Just kidding. I have not played it a lot personally either.
Eventually, but part of it is just that I am, to my core, a couch gamer, and Baldur's Gate only available currently at the time when we were buying it, and to make sure that we could all play it collectively because it doesn't have crossplay. I was like, okay, great, I'll get it for PC. And I am just never really in the mood to sit down at my desk and play Baldur's Gate, which is really the only way that I could conceivably play it, considering just the mechanical setup with the keyboard, the fact that you need the mouse, and the extreme rocket launcher heat that my laptop's fans have to give off as it's attempting to play the game. So I like it. I really have fun when we play it together, but it's not the kind of game right now, at least, that I'm playing on my own.
Well, and so far, because like our progress in the multiplayer game that we're doing has been a little bit slower. Like my personal progress is also, so I'm trying to like not play them the exact same way a little bit, but also so I was like, but I'm having fun with our like personal experience, our multiplayer game with it and everything, going through it like that has been really fun. I have played a little while. It coming out on Mac has made it a little bit easier to play because I can play it on my laptop and not be tied to my desk and big computer. So that's been nice having it there. But so other than Baldur's Gate, let's see. Oh, while having the Rona, I played all the way through Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
That is so weird to me. Like of all the games you could have possibly picked, you picked Resident Evil.
It was in my backlog. It's one that I had for a while. Everybody had been talking about spooky games in the Discord, and I was ready to get in on that. But I was like, okay, I don't necessarily want to buy something new for this at the time. I know I have some scary games in my backlog I can go through. Resident Evil 7, it was either that or the first Alan Wake, and which I still want to play Alan Wake. At some point.
Mine. Do you have one?
I have it already. Okay. It was like PS. I got the remaster for PS Plus, I think.
Gotcha.
When it came out on one. So yeah, so I finished. So I decided to play that in its entirety during my COVID fever dreams, which may or may not have helped to enjoy
Honestly,
it more.
It may have helped.
It might
seems
have.
like a good match.
It definitely kept me occupied and not thinking about the fact that I had COVID, so that was good.
Game literally called Biohazard about like.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Wait, so in Resident Evil, the evil corporation is called Umbrella Corp, right?
Yes.
This was just a weird thing that happened in real life to me. I was leaving Central Market, which is our fancy grocery store here in Austin. I was leaving Central Market, and they actually had a security guard out in the parking lot, just, wandering around doing shit, I guess. But on the back of his, bulletproof vest, he had a patch of Umbrella Corp. And I wanted to be like, are you actually hired?
Oh, security guard?
Yeah, I was like, he's either
No, thank
been hired by Umbrella Corp to patrol this grocery store, or he's a security guard with a sense of humor and he likes Resident Evil. And it didn't immediately connect with me that that's what the patch was. So it was like, I saw it, I kept walking, I got to my car, and then I was like,
Was I in danger?
danger right now? So that was just a weird thing that happened.
Oh man! So yeah, played through Biohazard. Nice little fun, scary game to get through the sickness.
Sickness.
I finished Mass Effect 1.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Did that one. Platinum
Who
Jedi
did you-
Survivor.
Did you wind up romancing anybody in Mass Effect?
Yes.
Was it the blue woman?
No.
Oh.
Almost. It was the human.
Oh.
Your human companion, Ashley
Oh.
Williams. Burnett.
Oh, okay. I don't know who that is then.
I thought I was going for the blue alien. Talia?
Talia.
Talia?
Yeah, something like that.
I thought I was romancing her, but I will say, the dialogue selection and what you actually wind up saying in Mass Effect
is
wonky.
It's one of those games where you
So-
think you're just saying in like no thank you, and then the character's actual phrases is like fuck you hell.
Exactly. I was like, too strong. Let's bring it back a little bit. Calm down, Shepard. Lady Manticore. It's so difficult to not romance an ME1. Well, also when it's games that are,
Liara.
I agree, but also when it's games where you're supposed to be able to romance characters, like in Baldur's Gate, I'm flirting with everybody. I'm out there
everybody
playing the
gets
field.
some.
Who bites first?
Let's just see.
Almost got
Let's
it. You
just
almost got it.
You slut.
You know what? I'm not going to deny it. And so, so I was definitely talking to both, and then I thought I was doing the right things with Talia, and it turns out was not. But then I had my next conversation, and then I'm starting the final mission, and Ashley comes into my quarters. I'm like,
Ma'am?
what are you doing here? Oh, that's what you're here to do. Let's go. Let's have fun. And then I was like, maybe there'll still be the chance with Talia. No, the game's just
Good effort.
Liara. Thank you for the correction. But yeah, so that was pretty fun to get to do too.
It's totally until Mass Effect 2.
Huh?
I won't lie, when I see ME2, I just immediately populate Resident Evil 2. But Resident Evil 2.
Resident Evil.
It's the same game.
But what else have you been working on? I know you've been
so critically obsessed with still. I was really obsessed with it, and then I went into a little lull, and then it just pulled me straight back in. Theater Rhythm Final Line. I have been playing Theater Rhythm almost daily, usually for minimum 10 to 15 minutes just to get a few songs, get a few new records, maximum a few hours at a time. Because I'm literally, this is the only time in my life that I am consciously attempting to go for, air quotes, the platinum.
Why not go for the real thing? Why air quotes platinum?
Because I'm playing on the Switch.
Ah.
So there
There's no trophies.
There's technically no platinum trophy, but there are
That's upsetting.
in game. That's the thing, because there are feats in Final Bar Line. There's specifically 10 pages of feats. I think of 10 achievements each. So I think there are 100 total achievements, and they run the gamut from play every song in the base game. That's easy enough. Get X amount of total points. Easy enough. Get over a certain high score on basic mode. Now do it on expert mode. Now do it on ultimate mode. Now do it on supreme mode. And then other things are unlock every character, unlock every Moogle costume, get every vehicle that you can get in the game, all kind of stuff like that. Some of it actually is dependent upon true skill, and some of it is just luck. I am at the stage of, I actually haven't played every track. I finished every series, and I completed them to full completion. They're actually checked off the list. That was one of the big achievements that I managed to do. So that part of the game is done for me. So now what I'm doing is I'm going back through all of the tracks that I may have missed that were bonus tracks, checking off all the bonus tracks, and trying to do things that are mostly related to getting high scores. So one of the feats that I'm currently working on is getting 100 gold and or red crowns. So a red crown is when you play a song and get only criticals and or rainbow criticals, which are the best, most accurate hits you can get. So if you can all critical a song, you get a red crown. If you can all critical with all rainbow criticals, you don't get like a super red crown, you just like get the bragging rights.
Sure.
It means that you basically got it means that you got the maximum high score of 9,999,999 points. So I will probably maybe never get to that level. I've gotten so close. You saw that screen grab I put in the Discord. I have gotten so close. I think I can do it eventually, but boy, it's going to be tough. So I'm working on trying to get 100 total gold or red crowns, which is not necessarily difficult per se, because you just have to find the songs that you really like and know the rhythm of really well to get the gold crowns. And then if you're really lucky, you can get a red crown on it. So I'm in the process of doing that. I've got about 50 so far, and I need 100. The achievement that I'm genuinely not sure I can ever get is the get X amount of score on Supreme mode.
Ooh,
I've done it on Ultimate.
that'd be hard.
I got the one on Ultimate, which is so far the best thing that I've done in the game. But Supreme mode songs are so incredibly hard, and you have to get a score of 9,800,000 or higher, which is a very basically it means that you got almost exclusively rainbow and or all criticals. You maybe got one or two greats, but that's like kind of the lowest it'll give you.
Yeah.
And I'm just not sure I can do it. It's going to be the case where I'm going to just have to play every song on Supreme, practice really hard on Ultimate, and then hope that I can work my way up to it on whatever one or two songs I think I know well enough to be able to do it. But it's going to be really hard. So I'm not sure I can do it, but by God, I'm going to try.
Giant, you got to try. Like...
At this point, I could be wrong about this. I think I'm going to name Final Bar Line as my game of the year.
Really?
I think it's going to be.
Did it come out this year?
It did. Yeah, it came out in February.
Very cool.
February of this year, and it has just been my mainstay the entire time. Octo-2 is right neck and neck with it. I want to finish 2 Octo-2 Path before the end of the year, like it in full, but finish all the character storylines, which I'm really close to, so that I can have.
This is you talking about finishing 2 games.
Technically, I have already finished Final Bar.
The growth that I've seen from you since starting the show.
I used to never finish games.
My God.
Yeah, look at how far we've come.
Man, talking about, you were saying earlier, playing games that you never would have thought you would try. I played the demos, but still played Octopath, which I would not have been on my list. Yeah, and enjoyed more than I thought. Still not enough to go for the whole thing.
The whole.
But I liked it. It was fun. It was a good fun time.
Yeah.
So, anything else? I'm trying to think of any other games to get everybody caught up in what we've been doing.
When you think about our episodes, which are like the handful of episodes that you personally think of?
Oh, man.
For me, every time I sort of think about Team Chat Podcast, one of the first episodes that comes to mind is the Rhyme review.
Yeah.
That one I feel like is probably the best I've ever done at a review, and I don't think I've ever done better.
Let's see. I always think usually about our ones with guests, because those are always just such a good time.
Gosh, I just black those out.
Just like, I'm just here. Let these other people talk. I finally... Oh, Doodlebide's also started 2 Octo-2 Path.
And he's playing with the best character of all time, Particio Yellow Whale.
Nice.
He's the, like, southern gentleman. He's from, like, a gold rush town. He's hysterical. He's the prince of my heart.
That's cool.
He's also a bisexual king. Oh, hell yeah. It's not confirmed, but he totally is.
Yeah, it's just like very... we understand.
Get it. Right, bro.
Let me think. I gotta say... If I'm really, though, thinking of what my favorite ones have been, I do have to give it to the Soundtrack Spotlight episodes, which I know we're due for another one of those.
We need to do one soon.
And I know we did our full top 10. I'm sure that maybe it's changed by this point. I don't know, maybe if it has. But I really just love it. I always feel, though, with those, I love the music so much. And I feel like when I'm listening to these soundtracks and everything that... I really love just getting to listen to all the different notes and the motifs and themes. But then when I go to actually talk about it in one of the episodes, I can never do anything more than just be like, it's just such a cool song and you got to hear it, listen to it.
Yeah.
But I love those because soundtracks have always been the top music that I've listened to.
Yeah.
I want to say the Last Samurai soundtrack was the very first album I ever purchased on iTunes.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. That's a deep
Right?
cut. That's
Fantastic soundtrack. But soundtracks have always just held a special place in my heart and everything like that. I mean, so I really love it when we take the time to get to talk about those. For a minute, we stopped because I was scared about copyrights and getting into trouble there. Since then, I've let go of my fear. And thanks for coming by, Lady Manticore.
Thanks for stopping by.
We'll see you later. Thank you.
See you in San Antonio on Tuesdays.
And so I just really love those. I wish I was better, but I wish I was better about talking about them.
Neither of us are like music theorists.
Yeah, that's
There's
true.
only so much vocabulary that we have at our disposal to try and explain why we feel the way we do when certain notes play in certain chords
Right.
or in certain, key progressions. We don't fucking know.
No.
We just know.
I just know it sounds
cool.
good.
Here, enjoy. And that's pretty much we do our best,
Yeah.
and that's the most we can do.
And then we let the music speak for itself.
Yeah.
But I really do love those episodes a lot because I just think same thing in giving us different tastes of games for us to play that the show has done. I think that also has opened my eyes, my ears a little bit to different musical styles that I would listen to. Some of the big ones that I've remembered or one of the ones that sticks out in my head that you brought to the show a long time ago. Was the one from Nier Automata, Become as Gods.
Oh,
The song is so good.
so good. What
Dragon
really-
Root Island? Roost
Island
Island from Wind Waker. Fantastic track. So, it's just we've done some really out there, really covered the map in terms of music to talk about. And it's just one that, just like there are more games, there's always more.
And we could go back to the 90s. We could go back to 1991 and probably find 10 more tracks to talk about just from games from 1991.
Oh,
there
for sure.
will always be something to talk about.
Absolutely.
We've never even talked about the killer soundtracks from the Mega Man X games.
Or have I even really touched on the Donkey Kong soundtrack?
Yeah. Oh my god.
I'm sure I have. Oh, that was the other one that was kind of like a wow, did not expect it to be this good. The song from Donkey Kong Country Freeze. Tropical Freeze, thank you. It was Wilderness Grassland Groove. That song sounds like you pulled it straight from The Lion King.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It sounds so good.
So obviously, like I said, we're getting into it. We're talking about it. So I would love to do that, to start doing more of those episodes again. Would anyone have interest in doing the soundtrack spotlight quiz that we used to do? Remember when we used to do that?
Oh, yeah. So
We play like a 30-second segment or something.
Yeah, we used to exit each of the episodes. We would be like, and stick around for the song.
Yeah, stick
oh
around
my
for the song.
god.
I never knew how to close the show.
Jared.
I never knew how to close the show naturally. What's that
we
left?
should have put on the back of the t-shirts, stick around for the song.
Oh my god, that should just be one of the shirts.
We gotta
just says
redo
stick
the
around for the
shirts.
song.
We gotta do stick around for the song.
Oh my god,
In
it's
the
incredible.
team chat logo.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we'll put that on.
We gotta
the
do that.
Stick
We gotta
around
do
for the
that.
song. The question remains: do people want us to put the soundtrack quiz at the end of the episodes?
Doodle vibes.
You don't get anything. They're just for fun.
Well, no, because we would let them.
Oh my god, you're right.
So
we
you
would.
did actually get something.
Yeah. Oh. All right. Let us know if you want us to
So
bring that back.
if you want soundtrack spotlight, to
Yeah.
come back.
Damn, I totally forgot that we used to actually let people have opinions. Put on now. Before we became tyrants.
So no, your opinions do not
This is
matter.
our show.
My Lord Jared.
Honestly, that is still one of my favorite moments of the entire show's history. Is the first time you talked about Stronghold,
Oh yeah,
and the first
that's
conversation.
even like episode.
Yeah, it was so early on, but so obviously Zach and I had no fucking idea what Stronghold was.
November.
And you mentioned the cow malady, and we were just like, what? It was like the best news we'd ever received. And then at some point during that same episode, we were talking about like Burger King or like Burger King crowns or something.
Yeah.
How we were gonna like get you a Burger King crown so that you could be my Lord Jared. And then like with the perfect expression and tone of voice, you were like, I'm having it my way. And it was so funny. That is still one of my favorite Jared.
And now it brought along our wonderful little cow
Immortalized
malady
for all
sticker.
time, both in Cow Malady and Milord
Which one?
Jared. One of the best running jokes on the show.
I know. And it was one of the questions, Sam almost did this for one of the trivia questions, but we did not know how it would be a possible way to compute it. But she wanted to make a list or a supercut or something of how many times you and Zach have made references to SpongeBob over over the course of the show. Because like, especially when Zach was on, like it was a lot because you guys would be like doing quotes. Yeah, I like.
But me and Zach,
I've seen a handful of episodes of those.
cast together.
Team Chat SpongeCast.
Yeah, but Steam Sponge Jackass.
But yeah, I'll have to look back and see. I really do think the Stronghold episode was like episode 4.
It was
pretty early on because that might have been. I don't even remember the topic for that one. I want to say
either.
because it was like I talked about that and that other Star Wars fighting game, Masters of Terras Kasi. That was like PlayStation 1. So like I don't remember talking about those in some weird connection, but I don't really remember why.
What's your favorite old ass game that nobody remembers?
Maybe. That's probably it. Because, yeah, Stronghold was like 2001-ish, I want to say, when the first one came out. So, oh my God, it's over 20 years.
Yes. If we were going to have an episode called What's an Old Ass Game That Nobody Remembers?
Yeah.
Can you guess what mine would be?
I mean, I would. Ooh.
It's very easy.
Oh, Legend of Dragoon?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know if it was going
to get it into this episode at least once.
I already mentioned Last of Us once as well. So, there we go.
Oh, boy.
Oh man,
yeah.
Good stuff.
Go back and watch so Andrew specifically, and maybe Cody, the two people that I know of that love SpongeBob the most. Your homework is to go back through all of the Zach episodes and count up how many times.
Make a nice little tally,
so that we get and if you could take the minutes for us, so that we could do the supercut, that'd be great.
Sam says we did an episode early on that was games you were catching up on. Oh, so like ones we had missed. Oh, games we had missed. Yeah, I remember doing that one. Oh, remember the fun episode? I want to say
they were all fun, Jared.
Well, yeah, they have been very fun. All of them have been fun. But the one that also like sticks out is I believe it was when we had Antonio. Yeah. Zach's friend Antonio. That was the dinner party. Who would you bring?
Oh, yeah.
That was a really fun episode. I want to say I said
I feel like I may have said Professor Layton. That
sounds right.
That seems like a natural.
That sounds right because I think you were saying like he would have good stories to tell. He would keep everyone entertained.
He would keep it classy.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get overly drunk. He'd be a great dinner party.
I don't remember who I said now.
I bet you probably said Boba Fett from Masters of Terras Kasi. You probably
he is in that game though. Yes.
Of course he is.
That would be a fun one to pull up on the stream today. I have an old PS1. I wonder if I can get it to work.
Sam said she miscounted the.
Oh, Tony wasn't on my list of guests. 32 episodes with guests.
She miscounted the men.
She miscounted the men.
Doodle abides. Keep your thirst to yourself.
Oh, our episode ranking. One of our later episodes, like within the last 30 or so, was hottest male characters of all time. We never went back to female characters.
Yeah.
We got to circle back around.
We got to circle back around to that. That number one, Rose, Legend of Dragoon. Actually, if it's just pure hotness, I'm not sure that would be my pick.
Yeah.
Because the big tiefling devil lady from Baldur's Gate.
Karlach?
Ooh, Zarya. I don't know.
Zarya. Oh, I've been playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. There's a old grandma assassin.
And she's voiced by what is that actress's name?
She's a very distinct voice.
She is. I think she's from. I want to say she's from Iran, maybe.
Well, now I have to look this up.
The only reason I know who she is because she plays one of the key characters in the TV show The Expanse, and she's incredible in that.
That's cool.
So actually, I knew her from that, and then heard the AC Mirage trailer, and I was like, "Oh my god,
it's her!"
She is so cool. She's such a badass in real life and in film and in all the TV shows she does. She is so cool. Has one of the most interesting and distinct voices that I can.
Well, if I can find the IMDb for this, I'll tell you what her name is.
Oh, Kirok with the good choice for hottest female character, Tifa, and Lulu from Final Fantasy X, another very good choice.
That would be good.
She's an Animal Crossing Mirage.
Let me see.
There she is. Yeah, that looks like her.
Shore Agdashlu.
Yeah, Shore Agdashlu. That's the best we can do. But yes, she's incredible.
Yeah, so she's awesome in Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Fantastic. You know what? Changed my list. Anna from Overwatch.
Yeah.
Hot old ladies for the
Anna's been on your list for a while.
On my list for a while. Incredibly, she stopped aging.
Yeah, that's in the advanced
keep getting older and she goes nowhere.
In the advanced times of the future of Overwatch times, they can stall heal aging.
I love The Expanse. I actually just recently started. Should I even say this on the record?
Uh-oh.
I may have glanced at one of the books.
Oh.
Looked at a few of the
Something that we
pages.
have on record many
We have-
times stated are for chumps.
I skimmed the summary.
I read
Notes,
the inside
if
cover.
you will. But yeah, so this is just a total aside, but if you've seen The Expanse, the show, and you've read the first book from the Expanse series, it is shocking how beat for beat accurate the TV adaptation is.
Really?
It is spot on. I mean,
See,
there's
that's
some
usually
little
why I have
small
a hard
details.
time like reading the material of a movie or a
It
show.
is just like the scenes, the character interactions, and the way that they pasted in the show didn't feel rushed. It felt supernatural. So it's just a really well done TV show. Also, maybe I've heard through the vine a good book. Maybe, I don't know. Not that I can read, but I've heard other people say it's pretty good. So yeah, if you're into the Expanse TV show, maybe give the books a try too, because they're actually pretty good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. A little tidbit for everybody. Okay.
Listen to the audiobook. That's what I did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I definitely didn't
Necromorph
read.
from Dead Space Hubba Hubba. That would receive a "this is art" emoji response. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Well, everybody, it has been. I think we've reminisced. We've talked about what we've been playing. We've had some great trivia.
Wait, can we do a quick shout out to the game we hate the most of all time?
Rage 2.
Rage.
Get out of here.
That game. We hate that game.
If you want to listen to us just for like an hour and a half shit on a game, go listen to our Rage 2 review.
That's the best review we've ever done together on a game we both hated.
I don't think we talked about it at all while we were playing the game, and then we sat down to do the review and immediately realized within 5 minutes that we both hated the game,
hated
and we
it.
both just were like, all right, gloves are off, let's go.
Let's just rip this game a new one. One of the worst games ever made.
Oh,
Jesus
man.
Christ.
It was an interesting game, that's for sure.
Can't be worse than
I liked Bioshock 1 though. It has an
Hate it.
incredible twist and everything.
It does have a really good twist, but I have gone not back. Like, this was years ago at this point. I did go back and tried to replay Bioshock 1. Couldn't do it.
Really
And it was like the remastered version. I was like, no, this is not worth it to me.
interesting. I never got farther than. Well, I will say I never got farther than 1. I haven't played 2.
I mean,
Infinite.
I loved 2 and Infinite. I feel like Bioshock Infinite is a game I probably never would have played without this show.
Oh.
And I think the only reason I played it is because Zach was also playing it, and I was like,
I think that's who
oh,
Zach
so
invited to his dinner party was Booker
choice.
from that. I think that's who he. I think that's who he
choice.
picked. I probably was basic and said Joel or something.
Oh, I bet you did.
But hey, now after seeing Pedro Pascal play him, can you blame?
Good point. It's a good
We could
point.
have had good old Pedro here as a dinner guest.
Yeah. Anyways, the point is we're wrapping up the episode.
But yeah, we're wrapping it up. We're ready to get back into some gameplay and everything. But before we go, everybody, thank you again from the bottom of our hearts.
Isn't over.
Yeah, the stream is not over.
closing out the
We're just
recorded
closing out this
episode.
episode.
Yeah,
We
so
still
stick
have
around.
like an hour and 20 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna do Mario Kart next.
If anybody's wanting to get Mario Kart and play with us, make sure that you start booting up those switches now.
Yeah, exactly, because we're going to be having a room ready here in a minute. But before we go, I did just want to extend a very heartfelt thank you to everyone, viewers, listeners, patrons alike, because we definitely could not have done these 300 episodes. I'll go ahead and help you out there, give you that heart emoji right one back
Big
time. Definitely could not have done this without all of y'all being there supporting us along the way. It means the world because, like I said, when we started this, I thought it was just going to be a fun thing we did on the side and for a couple weeks and just to like try it out, and never expected that it would A, last this long, and B, that we would have had a group of people who are awesome enough to come back week after week to listen to us.
I never would have
And hang
thought
out
for
with
a
us.
single second that anyone would have stuck around consistently for this amount of
Yeah.
time, and it's incredible the people that actually have.
It's filled my heart with so it's just been fantastic. It's been an incredible ride, and obviously, Mogan, couldn't have done it without you either. It's fun to get to do the show with you every
It
week.
sure is.
It's
You're my
it's
best friend,
oh my
Jared.
god, you're my best friend. Oh my god, how
Fuck
sweet.
Lauren, you're my best.
She's not on this.
Lauren, if you're listening, I was just kidding.
But no, it's been a great and also again a huge thank you to Sam for always being there as well. The backbone to the show, providing her support and love to both of us, and could not have done it without you either. I love you very much. All right,
Oh,
everybody.
boy.
Well, yes, like I said, thank you so much. Can't wait to see where the next 300 episodes take us. Because no, we don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon.
By the time episode 600 comes out, I think the next Skyrim game will be out.
Oh my god!
think
If
it's
it's
gonna
not
take them
yet,
8
over
more
under
years.
on will we have?
I'm gonna say over.
It's
I'm
going to be
say
longer.
It's gonna take 8 more years before
All
that
right,
game
there we go.
comes
There's
out.
just for the sake of the bet, it'd be interesting.
the
I'll
sake
say
of the
under. But yes, so thank you everybody for being here, enjoying these last 300 episodes with us, and we can't wait to bring another 300 more to you. So until next time, everybody. Again, remember the stream's not over yet, so don't leave.
We're
But
just gonna
until
get
next time, everybody, I'm one of your hosts, Jared Wilson, joined to my right by Rachel Mogan.
Adios.
We'll see you all next time.